Seeking the Guardian is a game with impossible puzzles. In other words, puzzles that require lateral thinking, which I really enjoyed, and I played the whole thing of it, and we did it as a series. Well, now is the DLC, which is $5. I got a key for it, and also says longer playtime than the main game. Interesting thing to say was it's like a super sequel, but yeah, it's called Reflection, and you can clearly see we've got some mirror mechanics here. Also, the AIR has been removed from the game, which is excellent because, my god, the uncanny valley of the AIR was actually the reason why I didn't want to show the opening cutscene or lore to people until a puzzle had basically forced the using the lore. But you really should get rid of it on the freaking Steam page. By the way, not for much for more intro, but you may know from my website or just from seeing me in Lingo community that the Isley Palace is one of my best Lingo maps. There's some lore here because the title is mildly inspired by a Recursed fan mod called the Ice Palace, which is like a super difficult exploration of more of the mechanics. Of course, I've never played Recursed on the channel because I played it years ago and remember everything about it already. I never mentioned the insane lore that one of the Ice Palace developers, designers, was one of the 3 designers that worked on this game. Yes, this one. So that's very cool, but okay, we have to get into the game now. I don't even know how you access the new content. There seems to be an exit this way. Instead of a mural phrase written on the door, the fool may never reach, the whole may never see, the mature may never need, the door is not locked, open the door. Oh, that was potentially ominous. The staff was like one of the things we could do to trigger one of the endings. I suspect that like you will want to watch the previous series because a mechanic from there might come back. But what do we have here? 2 identical shapes mirrored across a vertical line are drawn. Okay, so we just make them look the same. But some of them are stuck to a wall. So I don't know about that, but we'll try. It looks to me like this might work better for this. Does this work out? Oh, there he is. But okay, lasers. Now we have a box. This was not in the original game, with a laser being cut like this. So it says there's 16 puzzles, so the grid will probably be 4x4 on the top right. And by impossible puzzles, I assume that there's going to be rooms with multiple exits, one of which has an exit that's much harder than the other one. Let's see what this door is. A door and its surroundings are drawn. Do they mean the shining squares next to the door? Well, I mean, it just looks like the lasers need to redirect there, no? That makes it already come out. Oh. Okay, the cutoff. I mean, I just put them where I thought they might go. The laser cutoff is there so it doesn't bounce here. I really wanted the red to work out, and so just did that first. Okay. Now we have dice. You cannot push those. 4 squares are drawn, each with an equal sign. Equal? What do you mean by equal? Oh, it reduced when I moved stuff near it. Wait, it counts something. Is it like queen or something? Like, it looks in a queen's movement. A queen or a knight's movement, maybe. I mean, we're gonna need to drop in the old chess battle advanced footage for this one, but it's like a queen with a knight movement, so it means everywhere, diagonally, vertically, horizontally, or in the knight squares. Yes, I can't believe Ukuba footage is in here. Okay, but also to get them equal, aren't there some spaces that like, oh, that starts at 6, maybe. I like how this is probably not even, like me bringing that up was completely useless, because there's no way a queen plus would act like this. Seems like it's like distance away, though, somehow. Like, where's the nearest block? It's X away, is maybe the idea there. And I cannot push the boxes off the screen, by the way, in case I wanted to think about that. So I probably want to think about, like, look at where, like, a lot of blocks are equal. It's either a pair of 2 that, like, would share the same closest block, or like this, where all of these have the same block that's 3 away, and then I just fix the bottom left one. There we go. Okay, time to the next. This is the one with 2 potential room exits, so maybe 2 dots inside a big square is drawn. 2 dots inside a big square is drawn. What are we doing? Okay, I really don't know where to start with this one. One in the middle. At least this one ends and starts, like... So maybe, like, here and here. But that wasn't it. And why do we have these in the columns? Maybe I freaking read the lore. When the child became the one closest to the Guardian too became the one closest to the child. When the Guardian's power left a stigmata on the child, a part of that power remained within the child. Two dots that big square is drawn. It says like 4 and 4 each. Like, it almost makes you want to say that maybe it's like, it's counting rows and columns. Even though there's like I kind of forget if the original game had something like this. But it also, like, it feels like it would just never work. Also, is this like... if this is a 5x5, well, this is cursed if I do go back. This is like this would be way too ridiculous to backtrack, right? But can you discount that maybe it's from those positions? So yeah, these are all going to be like main game puzzles. Like, we've already done all these in the previous part. I don't know why I would want to hide puzzle solutions. Whatever, obviously just go from here down to the bottom left and see if that does anything. Now, of course, this bottom left room was responsible for something very sus in, you know, in the game, but yeah, it doesn't seem to have done anything going both ways. But yeah, you can see this. This is one of the rooms that had this sort of mechanic where 4 equals this, but it could also be the inverted one, I believe, at one point. Maybe it's like, which 2 do you ignore? Like, you're like, oh, this is not real and this is not real. Which would then mean we can do this and then fill in the rest. Well, I thought that was a good idea. I guess it doesn't make sense with the idea this one has one in the middle, though. Maybe you could assume they're pointed at the empties instead. Honestly, that would be more... that really would be more logical. Although maybe there's some parity troll that'll prevent something from happening. Yeah, they're probably actually focusing on empty spaces than I was thinking away. Ugh, okay. Here. Must I leave the grid? Here. No, it didn't work either. Well, there you go. What about this one? Is there actually a way to not involve that square? It didn't work either. CBA. Well, I guess right now I've been focusing a little too hard on, like, these, you know, these specific positions. But what if instead if I focused on the 4s? Because there are some positions where the 4 maybe could work out. So maybe it means that, like, this and this are missing points, but there's other missing points to make the other 4s work. Like, for example... Espasura, nope. Alright, what if here... This is pretty close, right? If I say maybe they're just start and end points. Hold on, from here, let's do this instead. And then we can gap here. Okay. It was kind of silly that I came up with so many other potentials for that one. Now, I do wonder if this is possible or not. Even thinking a little bit about the sus mechanic in the main game. I do this maybe, or... Well, if I just fix the thing I did at the very beginning, I should be able to do this. So here. So it wasn't inversion after all, and both were still solvable at the very beginning, which, I don't know. I don't know what to feel about that. It's certainly making me look bad that we didn't start with an impossible branch early on. But okay, what is this? Let's figure out what this is. Circulating counterclockwise along 3 circles are drawn. We've seen that in the main game, and they were, like, switching between red, green, and blue. Although I think I got annoyed in that time, because, like, what was the order? Because I think it might have not been R, then G, then B. And we also probably need to get to the front of the door, which is something that the main game had established. And you know what a kind of troll would be? Is if black was not a wall, but instead just another form of light. And really, let's just start on the same thing. Like, okay, so let's say it's green, blue, red. Green, blue, red, green, blue, red. Blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue. Well, that was a bit odd because we didn't end with a red, but sure. That did work, I guess. And now if there was a trick, it may be that we start from here instead. Although another interpretation would be like going red up and then like to count as the first red. This probably doesn't work out because it resets, but... So is there like a red, blue, green? Red, blue... Oh, that's a lot of greens. Green, red, blue, green... Red, blue, green, red, blue, green, red, blue, green, red, blue, green. Boom! The top left corner will be isolated, so let's check that one first. What? There's no puzzle room. But there's no lore. There's... What is this? It's not going to be symmetrical if I arrange these in the same pattern. This is so reflection-y. Well, let's go back. Okay, they're connected. An unknown shape is drawn. And what, does this not break or anything? Oh, that's the line that will be drawn. Okay. Huh. Well, this one is always stuck to this wall. This one is not, but it will make horizontals happen, whether I want to or not. Just like trying to get a feel of what things will look like. I don't even know the scale of the final object. I assume like one wall, like maybe like to make it easier on everyone's face that this one is equal to one wall like this. Like here and here. So I guess we should like wonder, is it the down that comes first or this wall? I bet it's not this one because even though it looks like we need that vertical space, we could also just get that by moving this to the end potentially. Thing though, is that of course I did try moving this. And what happened was, I now cannot make the next down move. I guess I could do that, but this looks a little awkward, doesn't it? Okay, you certainly cannot get it out of that. I wonder if there's some shuffle you can do, though. That, like, retains the line, makes it still look fine. Like, let's say instead of going through that corridor, we went up one, down the other, and it still looks fine. Although, of course, we just trapped the top blocks. No way that works either. You also maybe mention this line is the midpoint. Like, you start with the line, like, maybe, of course, onto there, except not at all, because there's, like, no upward mobility in that idea. I hope it doesn't need to be rotated. It's so odd, though, because going down like this feels like it's such a thing. Maybe we go back left? That's probably what we do. We just go back completely through the hole, which I didn't do the first time around. Down. Now I wonder if this is the time that we do something like this. Here. Can't exactly move it left here. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you freaking can. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna seriously go in a rotating mess, but I want to try the thing one more time, and it actually, you know... Oh my god, what is this? You can't make it through, can you? Okay, we should probably, like, push at least that out. We still haven't gotten to the reflection, which we know exists. I know it's Minecraft. Okay, what are we doing? An unknown shape is drawn. Get the holes at... well, seemingly get the holes at the top. It's like we want both empties to be adjacent. It's not really working, though. Can we push? Oh, we can push them manually, lol. Well, there it is. Does this work? There you go. Several squares surrounding each other are drawn. Several squares surrounding each other are drawn again. What? Okay. Oh, come on, what is... Okay, so they never will stack on each other. Fair enough then, but... Does that mean multi-push is a thing? It is still not a thing. I don't think it's working. I think I'm... Is it... Wait, I can't even push that, because that would... make the other one wrap around, I guess. How do I effectively push these? I'm gonna try to get the empties, like the fake floor ones, into the right place first. This one's a little bit trapped. This actually works as a move. Also, the one I'm looking at right now might be one of the most suspicious. As you can see, I'm on a rotated edition of that one, and how am I going to get the final box in? I guess that means that if this were possible, we would have to end it by warping this from one side to the other. Wow, we got a similar... Oh my god, how this just looks like the other one, but upside down, flipped. Can we fix this embarrassment easily, or not? Oh god. Hey! Yeah, this is my strategy now. You can solve the puzzle by solving the wrong puzzle first. The other one. It's funny because the right column is already fulfilled on that one. How are we gonna fix that? I guess we could maybe here. No, so we need to get it out of the way if we don't want it to get messed up. Here. Oh. See, they were pretty close after all, I guess. Also, the map shows there's a left exit to this. Okay, what do we have? A big ship being divided into... Oh man, I'm not actually good at these. Well, I mean, maybe it represents they're equal. So just split them. You don't need a diagonal for them. And also, there's a filled-in aspect to it. So we probably need to fill in the entire selection. If so, maybe this is part of it. This is not what I'm good at. And we will probably want to have that sort of jutting out on the other side as well. This is already... It's already 17-17, which is the half split. We just need to put them in different places, I guess. I wonder if maybe like this... Can we find a way for this to correspond to something? I wonder what I could do to help visualize this. Oh wait, remember when I made that video where I made a whole grid editor for a different game? Okay, it might be actually really cursed to attempt to use this. But basically, if I split a shape, then maybe, like, the same rule about making the other shape might actually work, but this has to be rotated. I don't even know if it's this rotation or that rotation, honestly. I feel like I could only make basic observations, which is bad for me. Like, the illusion, like, generally needs to stay near the edge, because if it's not near the edge, then we have some unaccounted for red. So stuff like this would be out, because there's no way to get a red that's that wide or long if you cut it off like that. But other than those, like, I just don't know where to start. And also, like, I need to match the idiosyncrasy of the other side. I think blue is either looking kind of like this and needs to match whatever the hell the opposite of that looks like. Or blue goes up here, but it's not connecting there. Like, I know the worst part is I have seen versions of this kind of puzzle idea where it goes like inside in some cursed way. I don't know if that's the case, but that was like paranoia inducing as well. Oh, look, this looks okay. It's not working, but like it looks cool. just to be careful, not some Uber trick. Or I can't split it like that. Maybe we're gonna have to leave it. We have some other rooms we can explore. This is another room with 2 exits. The door and surroundings are drawn. What? Okay, fine. We just need to get the lasers on and hit them, I guess. Can it go through like the left wall also? Seems like they have a hard time bouncing anywhere good. I have a feeling it's time for the main game trick, maybe. But we also need to think of a way to get the blue to work. By the way, we should at least look around. It does go through rooms, nice. Unfortunately, you cannot bring boxes through rooms, so we are not doing anything with the left room. I think. No, the boxes are stuck in the center of that, so we definitely can't do anything with that. I kind of reflection is kind of punning the mirror mechanic as well as the idea of lasers. I have not yet been able to see a blue solution, even though green is something that may be possible in one box with the main game trick. Guys, oh god. Well, I need to explain myself. I did some puzzle solving off camera. Oh god, that was really dumb. I was like, okay, I don't even see how... I noticed that blue was gonna be hard to make work. So I was visualizing how this would connect. This is literally my thought process before doing anything. And I was like, okay, let's just take the block away from green because I wanted to use the trick, well, a trick that allows green to just connect to here with one box. I didn't realize that I was causing green to succeed at the same time, but all I was doing was setting up blue. Also, you can resolve the same thing. Yeah, I was just trying to set up blue and green accidentally got solved. I'm so sorry, everyone. Can we check if there are lasers in this room or box? There is a box. Yeah, there is. Okay, let's, maybe that main game trick never does come into play. But I am very suspicious that this is a relevant thing to do. Because we can hit down here and make it show up again. But it just seems like it's still so far away. Do I need to really put this much effort to get blue correct? What the hell? I can see that I can maybe use the trick in order to go one less around here. Maybe I just suck, because I don't know how to do that puzzle either. What about this one? 5 squares are drawn. Yeah, we don't have enough to fill those in. What is with these ones that I can't move, by the way? I really thought this was a laser bouncing thing, but it's seemingly not. So I just end the video here. This is so lopsided. Like, I've done everything, like, pretty quick overall, and then this one, which I geometrically impaired, the one to the right, and then this, I don't know. My memory is so bad, I nearly forgot why the bottom left room couldn't be progressed through. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait. This room, this wasn't like this before. That room connects. Oh my god. We gotta go back. Yeah, see? Okay, very cool, very cool. So the top left room is connected to this one. In a not that obvious way either. But yeah, there we go. Well, looks like we're bottlenecked on this thing. I don't even know if, like, what if the blue line's cutting off a region instead of highlighting the region? Can't do it. I can't. We just need to draw the Guardian. Bye! Bye! See you later! I don't know how to do this. Bye.